Venators are a new monster added with the Blood Moon's Rises quest. They serve as a higher intensity way to farm out blood shards. Their superior variants drop a blood shard at a rate of 1 out of 5 and the base monster a 1 out of 1,000. Let's get into it. The requirements for Venators are completion of the Blood Moon Rises quest, 74 Slayer, and either a Slayer task for vampires or 100 Steinfike feathers to kill 3 Venators per 100. There are 2 different setups you can bring to kill Venators. For a melee setup, it is recommended to bring the hollowed flail received from the quest, along with your best melee strength gear. You'll also want to bring OSRS aids, as these are the best rings for vampire monsters. You will obviously want to bring your Slayer helmet as well. For a range setup, you will want to make and bring a ton of Bloodwood Stakes. These normally are as strong as adamant knives, but against vampire monsters, they are even stronger. From there, you want OSRS aids, then your best range gear for every other slot. Slayer helmet as well. To put it all in perspective, the hollowed flail is about 5% better than just using a sun spear, and the Bloodwood Stakes are roughly 25% better DPS than a hollowed flail. So ranged is the champ here. For your inventory, you want to bring the sun spear, we'll talk about that later, combat boosting potions relative to the style you are bringing, some food for when you get lazy, just a few prayer potions, a ton of OSRS aids, especially if utilizing the stakes, Draken's Medallion for getting there, Bracelet of Slaughter to increase task length, and runes for high alchs and quick banking. For getting there are shortcuts to get there, but first we have to unlock them. So for your first time around, bring a pickaxe to mine the rubble at the end of the shortcut to allow you to use it for further trips. Once you get your pickaxe, use the Draken's Medallion to teleport to Castle Draken, go through the portal, run east and follow the path all the way to the south of the town. You will get to the agility shortcut and mine the rocks. From here, you can just utilize the medallion to travel there and utilize the shortcut going forward. Once you are ready to start killing Venators, pray to protect from the combat style that you are utilizing. Venators only attack utilizing melee or ranged. You can use offensive prayers if you have plenty of prayer. I'd suggest not using if running low. The only mechanic you need to be aware of is when they use their screech. Turn your overhead prayer off until the third visual wave disappears, then turn it back on. Once you get the Venators to roughly 10% or lower, equip your Sun Spear and utilize a spec to finish them off. This will take the heart out of the Venator and you can use it on the shrine near the area and it will give you prayer back and 50% spec. You can utilize this mechanic to increase your trip length. For the superiors, they offer no new mechanics, but drop blood shards at a 1 in 5 rate. I was getting about 27,000 Slayer XP utilizing melee with OSRS aids, and 37,000 Slayer experience utilizing ranged with the aids. The OSRS aids really make a difference, but they do break after 200 successful hits, so for the ranged method they go really fast, but also for the melee method they go pretty quick too, so make sure you have plenty made. Overall, the Slayer XP from these are pretty lackluster, and are really only worth if you need or want blood shards. Since every 1,000 Venators should be roughly 5 superiors, this would net on rate 2 blood shards per 1,000 Venator kills, which would be roughly 1 out of 500 kills for a blood shard, which is only a third of the drop rate from the other vampires. I hope you found this guide helpful. If you did, please consider subscribing to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.